Hey there. Welcome back. It's Sensei Victoria Whitfield here, your journey partner in business, welcoming you back to episode 119 of the Journeypreneur podcast. This is your source for channeled holistic stress management techniques, guidance, inspiration, and motivation to stay on your path to rapid financial ascension and massive impact as a conscious entrepreneur. So the title of this podcast episode is Transform Your Resistance into Reinvention. Let's do this. I'm so excited. So earlier today, this has been a very eventful day. A lot of, turmoil amongst different groups and circles that I run in. And it's been interesting keeping the communication lines open with my clients, keeping the energy high, right, as best we can for my friends and family. And at one point earlier today, one of my clients, she was sharing with our group that she feels that something is coming through her, but she's resisting it, right? So here we are, many of us, are home, working from home, maybe for the first time. I know I was in a discussion earlier. I was like, this December will be 10 years that I've been at this, like having a hybrid online, offline business and all of that. So like, I'm good. Like this is nothing new. But for many people, like this is a really new experience. And we're sending so much love to those who are feeling the shift and feeling the transition of like, holy cow, what is about to happen now? How am I able to maintain a sense of presence, a sense of inspiration, a sense of being guided when my whole world is being turned upside down? Right. And so she's relaying this experience, and I think it's common amongst quite a few people. And I've not only been listening to her and my VIP group, the Visionary Shaman Circle, right, where we support each other at staying at the highest vibration in life and business every single day. We gather every single week, month, quarter, and year, right? So that's a year-long structured program that I already have like clients in. So we're used to interfacing back and forth, and making sure that we're all staying at the highest vibrations, not falling into fear. So, but on top of that, I've also been in text threads and Facebook chat threads, right? And multiple different posting threads across Facebook. Facebook is my main platform, and even some things coming in on Instagram now as well. Like, oh my goodness, like this is something else. Like I'm not really used to this much activity going on. But at the same time, the dominant conversation that I've been seeing in more intimate circles amongst entrepreneurs is, wow, I am feeling the call to do a new thing, and I'm terrified. I'm resisting it. I'm at home. I'm cleaning instead of writing. I'm going out to the store and buying a ton of stuff instead of launching my business and getting out there and doing content creation. I don't know what to do. Where do I go? What do I do? What do I say? Right? Be kind to yourself if this has been your situation and you're feeling the strain. Maybe that's you. Maybe that's the experience that you've been having, is wondering, what do I do now? How do I get this thing out of me, this new vision of myself? I've been working for this company for so long, right? Or I've been doing this one thing one way for so long. How in the world do I transition into doing things differently? How in the world do I start to think differently? That question could be coming up, and it's a beautiful, powerful question to ask, but it becomes problematic when you're asking it from a space of being panic mode, right? If you are in like panic, anxiety, stressed and triggered, it's so hard to be able to see a way forward. So be kind to yourself if that's your current situation right now, right? There's so much more for you than that out there. And I want to talk to you about exactly how to start converting from a space of resisting the shift into taking that resistance and actually converting that into something that could propel you forward, right? Because there's riches in the ditches, as we said in a previous podcast episode. Let me recap that. In your energy, in your mind, there is genius. There's creativity. There is wealth, love, and abundance, because that is your birthright. And over the course of your life, you have been digging your ditches. And what that means is making investments and creating space for something new to come in. What does that look like? That may look like when you've been at work thinking, God, I'm so tired of working here, right? Or in your off hours, reading books about or listening to podcasts and watching movies or reading articles about starting your own business, or having more of a sense of freedom, or changing or breaking free, reading about freedom. There's been, over the course of your life, maybe more so in recent years or even recent months, that you've been asking for the opportunity to break free and transition into something new. Now, the wise man, the wise woman, the wise person would see a disturbance in the status quo as an opening, the opening that they've been asking for, right? Some of the most successful businesses in history have been launched during times of economic upturn and turmoil, right? So be kind to yourself if you've dropped your wisdom, maybe for a little bit, and are unable to see a way forward. What we're going to do right now in particular is an activation and a journey to the resistance, because in the shamanic philosophy, in the shamanic state of mind, and by the way, shaman means one who sees in the dark. One who sees in the dark. That's what the word translates. It comes from the Siberian Tungus tribe, right? That's what that word means. That's why I'm using it, not because like I'm culturally appropriating anybody. I am inspired by the word shaman itself, right? So just for those of you who are curious about that. From the shamanic state of mind, we have a relationship with the things that are resistant to us. We sit down at the table and talk to them directly, right? And we do that using a specific form of meditation. It's a very structured meditation called shamanic vision journey meditation, right? And when you go into a shamanic vision journey meditative state, you have the ability to sit down with that resistance, and as if it was a person, like it's anthropomorphized, or maybe it's an animal that can talk, but you are able to have a two-way conversation and work things out with the resistance itself. Because here's the spiritual truth about resistance and everything: it is just energy. It's just energy, right? How you choose to use it, how you choose to harness it and direct it, that is up to you, right? So be kind to yourself if you're seeing resistance as a failure, or being consumed by this resisting feeling of I don't know what to do, so I'm going to keep deflecting and procrastinating, right? I have time at home. I have forced time home. That means I'm going to rest on my laurels forever. Now, if you're freaking tired, honoring the exhaustion, and yes, take a nap, right? Take a rest day or two, depending on your level of burnt crispiness, right? But if you have already taken yourself from that point of, okay, I'm freaked out to I've given myself rest time. If you already did that and you're still running around and beating around the bush, this, what we're about to do right now, is for you. A couple days ago, a couple episodes back, we did our very first meditation on the Journeypreneur podcast. And ever since then, I have been getting rave reviews. Where have they been coming in on Facebook? Like people while I'm on live with them, they say, and by the way, that digital vaccination was awesome, right? Or I had someone coming to the house today who was like a family friend who I didn't know was following along, and he said, that was so perfect. I love that. Thank you. I digitally vaccinated myself against the cooties. Right on. Right? This is what we need now more than ever. This inner work. Inner work. You know, the next world war is not going to be fought on some battlefield, but instead in the mind, in the home. That's where it's being fought. And so making sure that you are getting your mindset straight so that you're able to continue forward and not be crushed by the tidal wave of energy that's coming our way. And it is just energy. Hello. It's just energy. Making sure that you have your mind right so you can catch that wave is so empowering, right? And that's the vision that I want you to see of you resisting. Like, for those of you who are awesome surfers, I know here in New Jersey, we have the Jersey Shore, and it's not just Guidos and craziness. Like MTV would want you to know, there is actually plenty of normal, lovely, calm, awesome people doing normal, lovely, calm, awesome things, such as surfing. And we have lots of awesome surfers who are really talented and just connected to the ocean. When you watch someone catch a wave, it's this balancing act of going into the flow and standing up and letting it carry you. And gosh, if you've ever seen someone who's like awesome at surfing, you'll see how slow they're kind of paddling along on their surfboard, and they only get so far. But when the wave hits and they catch it, wow, how fast they're able to go. And their body isn't moving too much. It's just them being able to dance and move with the wave, right? So for those of you who are experiencing resistance, such as my client from earlier, I'm not going to say her name because my VIP circle, when I work with people directly in that group, it's protected by a mutual non-disclosure agreement. So I can't say her name, and that protects what happens in the circle stays in the circle. But especially for her, if she's watching in this meditation sequence, is going to be for you, Mama, as well as everyone else in our greater tribe who's struggling to catch the wave, but instead is feeling caught in, gosh, the tsunami that we're going through right now. This may be a time to birth a new business, right? This may be a time to let go of some things, some relationships, some roles and responsibilities that you've been holding on to. This may be a time to require more people to support with you rather than holding up the world by yourself. This may be a time to recommit to a new level of health and self-care rather than pretending to commit to a certain level of health and self-care. But this, whatever it is, we are on the edge of your reinvention. And so let's go into a meditation sequence that's going to help you catch that wave, right? To stop resisting it and swimming against the tide, but instead allow it to take you farther than you could have ever gone on your own. There's an ancient African saying of, if you want to go fast, go by yourself. But if you really want to go far, go together, right? So receiving that. And by the way, this is your last notice. Put your phones and whatnot on do not disturb mode, right? That lovely little moon if you have an iPhone. or silencing notifications on your Android device, your laptop. So when we start meditating and visualizing, right, like making this transition, that you aren't kicked out of it. Now, with all of the family and the animals and everybody at home right now, make sure that you respect your space. So give yourself a moment if you need to pause this live stream or unplug your headphones for a bit and say, hey, I'm going to need a good 15-20 minutes to focus in. Or if you want to come and do this meditation with me, come on in, but everybody needs to be quiet, right? So that we can focus. Because this is a really powerful meditation to do, not just by yourself, but also as a family, as a team, as a couple. All right. So I'm going to give a fertile moment for that pause. All right. Honoring your space, and let's get to it. Take a deep breath into your pelvis as you inhale. Exhaling, allowing your shoulders to drop down and away from your ears. On your next inhale, go ahead and stretch overhead physically or in your mind if you're not physically able, and tickle the ceiling, feeling the extension in your side body. And as you exhale, allow your arms in your mind or physically to drop down to your sides, knowing that you are safe and affirming inwardly to your inner child, I am safe here. Breathing luxuriously. And on your next inhale, see and feel a wash of healing white light begin to pour over the crown of your head, down your spine and shoulders. For all those who are energy healers, for Reiki practitioners, all those who practice the healing energetic arts, go ahead and open up your distance symbols or send an intention that as the healing white light pours over you and all who are listening in, watching in, and practicing in, that they may be cleansed, healed, uplifted, transformed, and taken higher in all areas of life, all directions of time. And so it is. Breathing deeply. Continue breathing deeply. And for those who are maybe meditating for the first time, visualization is so powerful, where you allow yourself to vividly imagine something happening. What happens neurologically is that your brain gets imprinted with the thing happening, even though it isn't yet here in physical reality, because your subconscious mind speaks in images and feelings. So the more that you can allow your imagination to be as vivid as possible, as well as infuse it with the good feelings that we are channeling right now, the more you draw and magnetize it to you. Again, breathing deeply, receiving healing energy. Ooh, chills. So good. And as you exhale, allow your hands and arms to soften and release. Hips, pelvis, thighs, legs, and feet dissolve into the earth beneath you, rooting down into Mother Gaia. Infinite abundance of life that supports us here on earth. Thank you, earth. Breathing that in. Seeing roots coming out of your feet, growing down into the earth beneath you. No matter where you are, you could be on the plane, you could be in the water, could be in an apartment building. Connect to the earth using the power of your imagination in this moment, breathing deeply. And exhale, knowing that you are safe and affirming inwardly to your inner child, I am safe here. Using the power of your imagination, which is your intuition, see and feel yourself as a balled up little version of yourself. Perhaps like a toddler or baby in the fetal position, tight and balled up. tight and balled up, feeling that tension in your shoulders, your face, your chest, the tension, breathing deeply as you visualize this, feeling even your little toes and little fingers clenched, the tension in your belly and your eyes, resisting, 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 resisting. Open and relaxed and seeing all this tension. Perhaps you are seeing this from above as if you are watching this occur rather than feeling it in your body. Using your imagination, which is your intuition, there is no separation between the two. See, laying on your belly, a ball of light that contains information that you are protecting the world from. Information about you, information about your potential, images, scenes, memories. Seeing in this ball as you are clenched around it, this little version of yourself. What do you see in there? Again, breathing deeply, feeling the light flowing through you as you peer into this ball of light that this little version of yourself is protecting. Feeling this pronate stance, this compressed stance, holding on to something something about you that is so powerful that if you were to let it go, you wouldn't know what would happen. Breathing deeply, being kind to yourself. If any distracting thoughts, feelings, sounds, or sensations bubble up into your awareness, breathe into the distraction and exhale distraction out of your body, returning to this vision of holding on. What are the scenes in there? What are you hiding? What are you hiding? And on your next inhale, see and feel this tiny balled up version of you being surrounded by soothing pink light. And this pink light is infused with a muscle relaxant. The more the pink light concentrates, the more you just can't resist. This little version of yourself starts softening. Oh, you're trying to hold on to the ball, but softening. Open and relaxed, feeling the tension in your face, jaw, and shoulders, even in your neck, beginning to relax as the pink, soothing relaxer energy starts spreading into every single sacred cell. Soothing, healing, relaxing energy starts infecting every single sacred cell. Pink, positive, safe energy infecting your heart center, seeing your lungs infused in every single sacred cell with pink, healing, soft energy, softening. This little version of yourself is still trying to hold on to the ball, but notice that the more you relax, the bigger it gets, as if it's starting to balloon. Open and relaxed and allowing. Pink healing relaxer energy flowing into all the muscles of your lower back, down your spinal column, into your pelvic floor, your belly, your intestines, your stomach, relaxing, releasing, irresistibly releasing, as if all of the tension in your body is flowing into this ball of light and causing it to grow even bigger as you let go. Irresistibly, every single sacred cell infused and infected with positive, safe, soothing, relaxed, releasing energy. The muscle relaxant continues down into your buttocks, your hips and thighs, relaxing, releasing, feeling them elongate and soften, melting as all of that tension energy evaporates into this ball of light, full of potential and power. Whatever you were hiding, what is in there? It's getting clearer and clearer by the moment. Open and relaxed and allowing yourself to see this growing irresistibly. Feeling all the tension releasing out of your arms, and it evaporates into the ball of light, all of the tension in your pelvis, knees and calves, your ankles and feet. Ball of light sucks all of that tension up and converts it into raw energy, so that as you are laid out now, breathing deeply, all you can do is look and see this huge, powerful ball of light, full of your potential. And how beautiful it is. The ball of light, seeing scenes, images, flashes of insights of all of those dreams that you were trying so desperately to hide away. But now with all head to toe, every single sacred cell, every hair on your body infused with relaxer, all you can do is watch as that ball of light begins to balloon up and float away, full of your dreams, your mission, your story, your talents, your desires, your ideas, your projects that had been put on the wayside, your gifts, your God-given gifts, your inborn passions, all inside of this beautiful, great, big golden ball of light. And it's just starting to drift slowly up into the sky, feeling your whole body, even your eyelashes and deep into your eyeballs, is so relaxed, infused every single sacred cell with pink, healing, relaxer energy. Every cell of the body exhales and lets go of the tension into that ball of light, seeing what's inside as it continues to drift up, releasing it up higher and higher. It drifts up into the sun, feeling so good and so relaxed, melting into the ground. You are so relaxed, head to toe. Every single sacred cell is exhaling deeply, feeling the weight of your body connecting to the earth beneath you as you watch that ball of light go up until it reaches the sun. And the minute the ball of light full of your potential reaches the sun, bursts in all of this beautiful wealth of energy, potential, gifts, stories, mission, vision, values, projects, talents, begins raining down over the earth, engulfing the entire planet in a beautiful barrage of golden energy, of wisdom, of transformation, all of that love and desire to serve, to support, to create, to express, infuses into the entire earth, helping others who had been holding on to their ball of light, their inner talents, their dreams. It helps them to release as well, seeing more and more golden energy wrapping the entire planet, wrapping our rainforests, wrapping our oceans, wrapping our countries, wrapping our homes, our children, and our children's children's children in potential activated, released, and unleashed. If only just for now, allowing the rebirth to happen, feeling so good and so relaxed. Breathing deeply. Feeling that wave of deep relaxation and release spreading across the planet. Open and relaxed. Deep exhalation, releasing latent dreams, power, and love. Releasing. Surrendering and letting go. Seeing the entire earth surrounded into every single sacred cell of the earth is enrobed in golden healing light. Thanks to you as a catalyst, allowing your healing light to wholly and completely enrobe the earth. Knowing that you are safe and affirming inwardly to your inner child, I am safe here. And again, we all affirm to our inner child, we are safe here. It is safe to release and open. It is safe to share the light, to unleash it, to let it go. Only just for now, breathing that in. Exhale. Again, breathe that in. And exhale. One more time, taking a deep breath in. And exhale. At the right pace for you, with your mind or with your hands, bringing your hands to your heart. Connecting to your body, anchoring back into this physical space that you call home. Holding the vibration of what we just released. That awareness of it. No need to let that dissipate. Feeling the tingling or the warmth all over your body of that activation. And so it is. So it is. Beautiful. You can swallow, wiggle your fingers, rotate wrists and ankles, head gently side to side, and returning. So, there's so much inspiration inside of what you are resisting doing. There's so much power, so much good in what you are resisting. Maybe it's starting that new business finally. Maybe it is asking someone like who is right in front of you, who's been in front of you for quite some time, asking them finally like, okay, how can we get started? What do I need to do in order to serve at a higher level? Like what do I need to do? Right? Maybe it's asking for help. Maybe it's finally writing again, or sitting down to journal and not BSing yourself about, oh, I got to do that. Yeah, I got to. Nope. There's no more self BSing here. What is the, oh, I got to do that. Yeah, I got to do that. What have you been saying that about? Today's the day, or as we say in Reiki, just for today. Cut the BS and let's get going on it. Yes or yes? I love it. So this is just a taste of the power of visualization. I would love to hear, by the way, what did you experience? If you're watching this on the Facebook live stream, go ahead and type it in the comments below. I would love to hear, what did you see? What did you notice? What did you receive? If you're watching on YouTube, type it in the comments below. I want to hear, what did you see? What did you notice? What did you receive? And also, if you're listening in on the podcast, the Journeypreneur podcast on iTunes, hey there, make sure you hit subscribe and leave a 5-star review, because when you leave your 5-star review, this is episode 119, you can type it in the comments there too. What was your impressions? What did you sense? What happened when you did this meditation? Did you get any warmth, tingling, lightness, heaviness, any inspiration? What did you see? I would love to hear that. And thank you to those who have already shared their stories and come forward, right? Thank you to all of the healers that listen in, watch in, right? Or watch on the replays, listen in on the replays. Thank you for that energy. It is felt. It is felt. Together, we are healing the world. Thank you. Thank you for all of that. And especially if you're listening in right now and you're ready to go deeper, I've put together something that's going to make this really super easy. So with your permission, I'd love to let you know that right now it's March 16th, 2020. You can go to victoriawhitfield.com/awakening the shaman within. I'm going to be doing a master training on how to do shamanic vision journey meditation as a conscious entrepreneur. It's going to be a 2-day live training on Zoom, live and interactive. We have a big group that's coming already. We still have spots available. We would love for you to jump in. Normally, we do this retreat as a live and in-person event. This is the first time that we will be doing this on Zoom. So because of that, to make it available and remove all barriers to entry, we have dropped the price by hundreds and hundreds of dollars. It is less than half of what it normally costs for you to be able to attend this retreat and to get your training on how to do shamanic vision journey meditation on your own for your business. You know, the reason why this December I'll be celebrating 10 years self-employed, right? Gosh, and as an energy healer, uh, making multiple six figures, the reason why I'm able to do that is because I'm able to sustain focus and receive powerful, direct, custom guidance for me, 24/7, for me only. And the way that I do that is not because I'm some like super duper gifted master psychic or something like that. I do have some intuitive abilities, but the reason why I'm able to receive guidance for myself on demand is because of the practice of shamanic vision journey meditation. You know, one of the hardest things about staying on the path of conscious business development, right, and conscious entrepreneurship, one of the hardest things is losing your focus, losing your inspiration, losing your direction, right? That confusion, the stress, you know, there's so many things that can get thrown. I know for me, my way that are curveballs, like this is nothing. Like this is just one of many things that have come up over the years. But to be able to tune in to my own inner wisdom and then tap in to a source of energy and healing and confidence that is beyond my own personally, but to be able to do that on demand 24/7, right, by connecting to my spirit guides, regardless of your beliefs. This is just a structured meditation that helps you go within. It is so empowering. It's also helped me to get the most out of my coaching programs that I pay for. I've paid upwards of 40 grand in a year to be able to receive coaching in my business, right? How to take things to the next level. But it's so hard for me to be able to focus and know, where do I start, right? We get fire hosed with information all the time, especially in group coaching programs. So how do I know, for me in my unique journey, my own unique professional journey, of what's the right next step to take every day? I'll tell you my secret, and that is doing daily shamanic vision journey meditations. My spirit guides say, do this today and then come back tomorrow. We'll tell you the next thing. And they keep me focused, right? So if that's something that speaks to you, maybe this is the first time you're hearing about a meditation that can help guide you to make your own intuitively aligned decisions. Awesome. Or maybe you're an intuitive and you never thought of doing vision journeys for your business, or you have a hard time being able to do it consistently. This weekend's event, especially because it's online and the prices dropped less than 50%, like this is your opportunity to be able to learn how to do that with a group of other high-level conscious entrepreneurs. All my VIP clients are going to be on Zoom with us, right? So you're going to be able to do this. And then on top of that, this is the icing on the cake, we're going to mastermind using that technique. This is so cool. I'm sure many of you who are listening in right now, you've been in masterminds or you've been part of brainstorms before where people just spouting out ideas that kind of just come from them. Wouldn't it be amazing if you were able to sit in the middle of a circle of people who were listening into their spirit guides and telling you, well, this is what I saw for you, right? Or this is what I saw for us. And then bringing it in, like a circle of channels. It's the coolest thing. But here's the thing, in the Visionary Shaman Circle, this is how we do it every single day. And every week we do those masterminds. So like, this is nothing new. So for us, it's a way of life, but this is your opportunity. If you've been curious about working with me and seeing how all of this works behind the scenes, maybe you're even an intuitive who's wondering, like, how do I take my business online? Or you're a coach who's like, how do I facilitate group sessions? Like I'm used to working one-to-one. How do I work one-to-many? Come on in. I'm an awesome facilitator, may I say so myself. I've been doing this for years and years. And my clients, because they work with me, have become awesome facilitators as well. We do very structured practice, and you'll get to see that live on Zoom. So come on in, if at least so that you can then take that knowledge and then apply it in your own business model so that you can catch this wave of wealth and abundance that we are on right now. So that's it. Again, go to the link. It's connected somewhere, like in the comments or the description box for this podcast live stream video, wherever you're watching it. We put things everywhere. And that link is victoriawhitfield.com/awakening the shaman within. I look forward to seeing you there online. Mwah! Private message me on Facebook if you have any questions. And with that being said, I end each podcast episode the same way. Please remember to enjoy the journey. Do not lose your glow as you grow in life and business. And I will see you in the next podcast episode. Mwah! Sending love.